UFC lightweight division, man, that Chandler Gaethje fight was incredible. I feel like, you know, we always see, you know, in the fight game, like some guys get into a bad scrap and then they're not the same afterwards.
Yes.
But
Steven, thank you. Good to see you. There he is.
In scraps like that, I feel like every time out, and he's still improving, still gets better. I feel like he's a clear-cut shot to who is it? Charles and
Oliveira and Dustin Poirier.
DP, right?
Yeah, he's going to get it next because they're going with Islam and Beneil Dariush, which was the right call in my opinion. I think that should be the #1 contender fight. And then you go with Gaethje versus the winner of Poirier Oliveira, which is happening next Saturday in Las Vegas. Lightweight is great. You know, when a champion like Khabib leaves, you're like, ah, crap, is this going to leave a void? But I think they've picked right back up with Charles. Dustin wins, what a story that would be. And then Gaethje's there. If you do Gaethje versus Dustin, you got a great rematch. And if you do Charles versus Gaethje, you have a very fresh fight at 155. And then you have Islam versus Beneil, which is a tremendous fight happening February 26th, I believe. 155 is on fire. 155 reminds me a lot of 135 in boxing.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, man. The biggest fight, I want to get your take on Francis versus Gane.
Yeah.
What do you think about that little, like,
that
I
video?
guess, not exchange, I guess,
yeah.
You know, when he walked by him.
Man, it was shot really well. It was like a wrestling backstage skit. Great backstory there. Former training partners, you know, NGANNOU used to be with MMA Factory in France. He leaves, has a falling out with Fernand Lopez, who's one of the better coaches in the game. Now Lopez is developing NGANNOU's only been in the game for 3 years. NGANNOU fights Derek Lewis in Houston, beats him, wins the interim title, and now you got this mega fight. There's a fascinating matchup there in the cage. There's a fascinating story outside of the cage when you have a guy like NGANNOU who's betting on himself. If he loses this fight, according to his team, he's a free agent. If he wins this fight, he'll be a free agent by the end of 2022. That's the heavyweight champion of the world, the baddest man on the planet, seriously betting on himself. So there's a lot at stake for Francis, a lot at stake for the UFC. I can't wait to see how it plays out. NGANNOU's a supreme athlete. He's only been doing this for 3 years, 3.5 at this point. That's insane that he's at this juncture. He's a great athlete, great basketball player too. And NGANNOU, we all know about his power and how good he is. So yeah, that's going to be great.
The elephant in the room, I feel, a heavyweight is John Jones. You know, he's going through stuff with the gym and all that stuff. Where does he play a factor? Obviously he does.
I think he should fight the winner of that fight. You got to capitalize on Jones and his star power. You don't know how long he's going to be in the game. You don't know how long he'll remain undefeated. If you book that fight next, it's great. That might piss off Stipe. There's only 2 fights for John. The winner of Gane versus NGANNOU or Stipe. That's it. Don't mess with anything else. And I hope we get to see him fight it. In February, it will be 2 years since we last saw John. And that's a shame.
That's a shame. Ariel, tell the fans, man, where they can follow you and watch the show.
Ariel Helwani, MMA Hour, MMA Fighting, Ringer MMA Show. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, just and now,
I'm coming to the sport of boxing, and I'll take over here too, if I want. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.